Big Daddy Cool, Kevin Nash, these days ain't keeping it very cool. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. And Kevin Nash, he's seen another opportunity to attack CM Punk, bash CM Punk. He probably thought everybody's doing it these days, so I'm going to take my chance too. And that's exactly what he's done. He's came out, he's put over Bryan or Bryan Danielson or the American Dragon, whatever you want to call him. Why Nash would be putting over this guy? If Nash refers to CM Punk as a vanilla midget, then what the fuck does that make Bryan? A vanilla dwarf?
A vanilla dragon. One of those little baby dragons. Because that's what he is, the American Dragon. I mean, it's just click, click, click here for Kevin Nash. It's his legs, and then it's his
podcast.
Click this, man.
And I'm sure when Bryan comes out, a lot of people are clicking to change the channel as well. But during a recent episode of Click This Podcast, WWE Hall of Fame legend Kevin Nash offered high praise and a sign of respect for fellow pro wrestling legend AEW star Bryan Danielson. Is he a legend? Not too sure. Debatable.
Let's talk about respect, though. I mean, everyone in AEW wanted Punk gone. There was not many people in the Punk camp. FTR might have been.
Steel was in the Nah, they jobbed him out.
That's what I'm saying. But they went.
Fucking losers.
Let's be real, right? Bryan tried to make out that it was a tough decision, but he had to do what was right, not what was the best decision for business. But see that Bryan is not a legend here. It's not like Bryan went against the herd, so to speak. Everyone wanted this in AEW.
Yeah, Bryan played it safe.
Why were you?
I would respect Bryan Danielson more if he stood up and told the Elite, nah, look, CM Punk being here.
This company's pissed.
You're going to have to get along, etc. But he didn't do that. Nash, though, thinks that the call by Bryan, I know Bryan wasn't the only one to make it, but he was part of a disciplinary committee. Nash says that the call made was, quote, very warranted. And this is what Nash had to say about the whole thing. Quote, if anybody knows Bryan, you couldn't pick a more level-headed guy in the locker room than Bryan. When it's Bryan that makes the decision, it's like, wow, Bryan. Obviously, it was very warranted. End of quote. So Nash here, has he even ever met Bryan? I mean, he probably has met him, but does he even know him that much?
He said Bryan in this sentence more times than he's met him.
I mean, he's making it as if he knows Bryan. He's got a lot of respect for Bryan. I mean, Nash probably, if this had nothing to do with Punk, he probably wouldn't be respecting Bryan, but
it's like, wow.
Because I guess it's an enemy of an enemy as a friend or whatnot. I don't know what Nash's deal here is. But he says that Punk being fired was very warranted. This is the same guy that brags about slapping Sparkplug Bob Holly around, and Bob Holly done nothing about it.
I beat up Samoa Joe.
So does that, and he said he slapped Samoa Joe around and all this shit. Does that mean Nash should be fired then? Would firing Nash for doing something in the locker room like that, getting physical, does that mean that's very warranted? Because according to Nash, it is.
It's all hypocritical, man. Look at what the Click used to do.
I mean, the Click used to bully people and fucking make people's life a living hell. Should they all be fired?
Exactly, man.
Like you said, when Nash punked at Samoa Joe, should he be fired?
Probably. No, but he's
like, where do we draw the line here? Yeah, Punk got in a bit of a fucking scuffle. So what? Look at when Brock and Jericho got into a scuffle. Did any of them get fired?
It's because AEW is led by a fucking petulant child. WWE, you've got Vince and then everyone underneath him.
Even Punk made a joke about it, saying, punching somebody, can't be doing that. It was pathetic. They got into a fight. Next day, should have shook hands and got on with it. But we're making out here as if Punk's this monster, and Nash saying that he deserved to be fired because of it.
How many fights have we had?
Has Nash lost his smile?
I think he has. Honestly,
see in the 90s, in the 80s, there's probably 2000s, there's probably fights all the fucking... Batista, Booker T.
Steve Blackman killed JBL at the airport.
JBL, Joey Styles.
JBL's been killed by everybody.
I mean...
John Cena got stabbed in a nightclub.
Well, I don't know about that one.
Kayfabe,
but, like, why all of a sudden is when CM Punk... Is it 2023? Like, is everyone, is all levels of masculinity just been fucking destroyed?
Tony Khan fears for his life.
I mean, Jesus Christ. Can you imagine if McMahon came out at time Brett fucking decked him backstage and he came out and said, I feared for my life? The McMahon character would be done.
He'd have lost the boys.
The McMahon Them boys. The McMahon character would have been fucking killed. It would have been over. I think Nash is embarrassing himself here. I don't know how many glasses of red wine he had before he came out with this, but how he thinks that it was warranted to fire CM Punk is beyond me. based on the shit that we've seen happen in the wrestling business, Randy Orton's shiting in people's bags. But we draw the line at CM Punk punching Jack Perry.
That's the line.
Who apparently got in Punk's face and actually touched Punk first, so...
I don't want this narrative, though, of, wow, I can't believe Bryan did it. See, if Bryan didn't sack Punk, I think they would have turned on him. That's exactly how it would have went.
Yeah, Bryan just folded like a cheap suit.
Aye, like a cheap...
It's not like everybody was like, nah, we love CM Punk, we're going to keep him, and then Bryan came in and was like, nah, fuck that. I fought him out.
It's the same.
It's not like he went against the grain. He just blended into the background and went with the unanimous vote.
Now, you've got the likes of Jericho, Matt Hardy. I guarantee you they would probably be in Punk's corner, but they're getting rich. They're not going to fucking turn against the Elite. They know if they turn against the Elite, their wee paycheck stops.
I mean, Jericho can't come out and say, oh, fighting someone backstage, can't be doing that.
I know.
Many times has he got into physical?
Goldberg, bloody Van Damme,
Brock.
To name a few off the top of the head there, but CM Punk. It's like, it's not even like CM Punk was just completely went up to Jack Perry out the blue and battered him.
Yeah, it was obviously heated, and Jack Perry was... And Jack Perry instigated it.
Jack Perry got suspended as well.
I mean, Jack Perry instigated it.
Where is Jack Perry?
Jack Perry was the one that was told to leave the building.
Where is Jack Perry?
Oh, fuck knows. Still be a bum somewhere.
He's probably still suspended.
He's probably still employed.
I'm sure
Jungle Boy Jack. He's only hired because of his dad.
This is just because Punk buried Nash 12 years ago. Nash needs to grow the fuck up. Same with Rock when he did Diesel. Fuck, Nash, what age are you?
As if Nash never buried
I'd
anyone.
say act your shoe size, but you're probably about a size 20 or something.
That'd be like Benoit or Eddie holding a grudge against Nash forever because he called them vanilla midgets. I highly doubt they done that.
No.
Like, see, when Nash came back to WWE...
Maybe that's the actual real reason why they're both dead. They thought about Kevin Nash's comments in like 99.
Benoit took it to heart, killed himself. Can you live with the fact that Nash thought he was a vanilla midget?
I can't deal with this, buddy, but no, Nash needs to wise up. You know what? I think he's just as better as Brett. I think Brett's just better towards one man. Nash is better towards fucking anyone that crossed him.
I know. Nash still thinks that he put The Rock over. The Rock should have given the rub and fucking
did fuck off with The Rock.
2002, The Rock should have sold for me. What the fuck?
No, like, obviously people paved...
He didn't sell enough for my knee in the corner. It's the only move I know.
No, people paved the way for others, but if you try to end the person before you, then...
the lowest drawn champion of all time paved the way for one of the fucking most popular guys of all time.
I think if Hogan comes out and was like, yeah, The Rock didn't pay me enough respect, I can half accept it. But when Kevin Nash comes out...
There was a time where the Hulkamaniac, these people used to be the Hulkamaniacs, brother. What's Nash going to say?
I know, there was
a time where instead of raising eyebrows, we rose quads and they fucking snapped. I mean, come on.
He's incredibly better.
He is better. He is better. I feel bad for Nash because obviously he's lost his best friend, Scott Hall, and he lost his son, but I don't know. The last couple of years, I used to enjoy listening to Nash. I feel like when you see his takes now, I just very rarely agree with him.
Yeah, it's like the stuff with Punk. See what Punk did in 2011? If that was like 10 years prior, or 15, Nash would have loved it. It's almost like... maybe because it was directed directly towards him. It was like, I just don't think he liked the fact... There was nothing wrong with the content, it was just the fact he was on the receiving end. There was nothing wrong with what The Rock done, but it's just the fact he was on the receiving end. Aye. I mean, did Hall take it to heart? Did Hogan take it to heart? No, they get fucking on with it.
Make money. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it, guys. Catch you in the next one. Kevin Nash here. Simply, what he's doing is he's just kissing Daniel Bryan's ass because Daniel Bryan was part of the team that fired Punk. Very fucking lame, in my opinion. I've never heard Kevin Nash ever say anything like positive or ever praise Bryan before. But he's going to take this opportunity to come out and make out Bryan to be the man. I don't get it, guys. Very cheap. Let us know your thoughts down below, and we'll catch you on the next one. Until then, though, peace.